Hello. My name is Willy Wonka, and I would like to tell you the story of the golden ticket. This is the golden ticket, and I put it in 5 bars of chocolate, so that 5 lucky children could come to my factory, and one of them would win a special prize. Don't you like prizes? Wouldn't you like to have one of these 5 golden tickets? Well, I will tell you how to get one. The first little child to win a golden ticket was Augustus Gloop. Now, Augustus Gloop was an enormously fat boy whose hobby was eating. And the very first thing he did when he came into my chocolate factory was eat as much chocolate as he could get his hands on, and then he fell into the lake of chocolate, and he got stuck in a tube, and off he went. Why? Because he was a glutton. Do you know what a glutton is? It's somebody who can't stop eating. There's never enough for him or her. Now, in heavenly societies, God says there is always enough. So if I may have my volunteer read our verse.
Blessed are you, O land, whose kings are noble, and whose princes eat at proper times, for strength not for drunkenness.
And where is that found?
10:17.
And so that was the thing of gluttony, and gluttony is frowned upon. Okay. Then the second little child was Kyrila Scully. And she was a spoiled, rotten brat whose parents are wrapped around her little finger. Her dad cheated to provide her with a ticket. Was that fair? No. That was selfish, wasn't it? And so we come to our second verse. Oh, and who knows what happened to Kyrila Scully? Well, she tried to get one of my special squirrels, and she fell into the garbage pit. Now, who has my Kyrila Scully?
Turn my heart toward your statutes and not toward selfish gain. Psalm 119, verse 36.
Thank you. And now we come to our third child, Violet Beauregard. Violet was a dumb-witted gum chewer with eyes on the prize in every competition she ever entered. She hates to lose and thinks she's better than everyone else. Now, in heavenly societies, that's frowned upon. What is that called, little children? Selfish. Does she really like them a lot? Well, she's the gum chewing champion of the world. Well, that is called conceit, my little children. And that too is frowned upon in heavenly society. And so we come to our Violet Beauregard verse.
Let us not become conceited, provoking and envying each other. Galatians 5:26.
Thank you. Then we come to our fourth child, Mike TV. Now, Mike was a boy obsessed with watching television and playing video games. And while there's nothing wrong with doing that, once in a while, we know that moderation is the key. But he liked to do it all the time until he became just like the characters on TV and in the video games. And that made him rebellious. And rebellion is frowned upon in heavenly circles, my dear children, isn't it? And so what happens to Mike TV? He turns into a very tiny person. Because if you are not beholding the image of God and becoming a big person, you're beholding some other person and you become very little. Don't you? And so we come to our Mike TV by owners.
Let your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Colossians 3:6.
Thank you. But then there was the last little boy, and his name was Charlie Bucket. A boy who is honest and kind and brave and true, good and ready for the greatest reward of his life. And you know what happened to Charlie Bucket? He won my chocolate factory for life. He's going to take over when I'm gone. And so we come to our final Bible verse.
Behold, I am coming soon. My reward is with me, and I will give to everyone according to what he has done. Revelation 22:12.
Thank you. And now my reward is with me too. But you can't have it right now. You have to wait until after church according to Mom and Dad's wishes. So you ask your parents, and then you can take a dip into what's in my bag. And what do you think is in my bag? Candy! And now who would like to pray? Come here.
Thank you, God. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for my mom and dad. Thank you for my parents. Thank you for everything you've done. And thank you for letting us have a great day. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. You may go back to your moms and dads. Thank you for coming.
Take it away. Anthony, take it away.